So we come to the last move in the Pilates hypno qigong sequence, basically based on the 8 brocades, but again we put the breath in with the movement slightly different. Again, it's movement. We're not going down the meridian path with stuff, done that in other videos. Going to go down this path. So with this, what this one's called, this is the last move in the sequence, the 8th move of the 8, or based on the 8 brocades. This one's called Shake the Back 7 times to eliminate 100 illnesses, or the by being. This one is basically a lot of flexion and extension. I've seen within the forms there's not a lot of sort of modifications for this part. There's a bit where you go like this. I'm going to add some support with the hands. As with any movement, you know, no matter what it is, you know, add a modification in there. Exploit the range, speed, tempo, whatever it is, to make it as easy or as hard as you like. Remember, it's your body work. So again, adapt it to your body. So with this one, we're zipping up pelvic floor, scooping out abdominals, taking the navel towards the spine, Pilates style. 2 middle fingers touching underneath the breastbones, shoulders down, palms on the lower lobes of lungs. And you're just breathing in through the nose and exhaling through pursed lips. And as you do that, you'll feel the breath coming low and deep to these lower lobes of lungs. So much so you might feel the 2 middle fingers slightly parting and coming back to touch each other. So as you do that now, zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals, take the navel towards the spine, breathe in through the nose and exhale through pursed lips. As if you're sort of blowing out a candle through pursed lips. You can leave the hands here, or if you know and you can feel the breath coming into the lower lobes of lungs, you don't have to do that. But if you do this, you'll see them slightly parting and coming back to touch each other. So again, you can either leave the hands here or here. As you're doing this, keep zipping up pelvic floor, scooping out your abdominals and breathing in through the nose and exhaling through pursed lips for as long as you like. Okay, we'll work with that in a minute. And that's going to just help you use the pelvic floor and the corset in the most efficient manner. The corset muscle, as you do this, is 3 layers deep, segmentally stabilising the spine like a corset going round. That links on to the pelvic floor here. This B-line, bikini line, belt line, and that links on like cling film, 3 layers deep, to the corset. So they both go together. So if you engage one, just the pelvic floor, that's going to do here. Vice versa, you do here, you tuck in the belly button, engage the corset, it's going to do the other one. But again, we're going for it segmentally. So zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals, and keep on breathing in through the nose and exhaling through pursed lips. Lovely. So that's lateral thoracic breathing, Pilates style. Then we're going to add the elongated out breath. So all we simply do is make the out breath longer than the in breath. Quadruple it, double it, triple it, whatever you like the out breath. So as you breathe in through the nose, you're going to exhale through pursed lips for as long as you like. Not force anything, just make the out breath longer than the in breath. It can be quite a lot longer or a little bit longer, depending on your breathing pattern. Okay, again, just make the out breath longer than the in breath. And that'll allow you to tap into the parasympathetic nervous system, the subconscious part of the mind. When you breathe in, it's generally a conscious thought. When you exhale, it's subconscious thought. So by extending the out breath longer than the in breath, we're just encouraging sleep, digestion, rest, and relaxation as you elongate that out breath longer than the in breath. As you keep gathering navel towards the spine, you simply make the out breath longer than the in breath. Lovely. So with that breathing, we're going to link that to motion. It's basically flexion and extension of the spine, really. Like I said, we're not going to the meridians and that on this video. So the bit we do on the elongated out breath, because we're breathing with the spine, this spine generally goes like this, it breathes in, then it exhales. So we're basically, that bit we do the exhale on, we're going to elongate and make that motion longer. So again, nice simple motion to start off on. Stand naturally. Again, feet hip width apart. Together will be harder, basically. So slightly parted would be easy. If you need them wider, so you've got less time, less sort of range to get down, then do that. If you keep the knees softer, then do that. See what suits you, adapt it to you. So from here, we're going to calibrate and synchronize the breath with the motion, integrate the breath with the movement. So again, we're going to start here. We're going to just breathe in and exhale down. So again, we'll start a little bit extension here, or we do this part first. We exhale down. Okay. Again, if you need to soften these, soften them, or don't come down that low, or even support here. If you've got problems with the back, or it's age related, whatever it is, here or all the way down. If you want to take the feet in, you can take the feet in to make it harder, slightly parted generally. If you need them wider, that's less range to get down. If it's softer here on the knees, it's easier to get down. So again, see what suits you. Play around with these. Again, so you're going to exhale down. It's not sort of uttanasana in yoga. Not there's anything wrong with that. We're not stretching to stretch. We're just exhaling down and just gathering, navel towards the spine. Think a little ripcord on your belly button, pulling in towards the spine. That magnet on the spine, pulling the belly button in. We're going to breathe in, come up. Nice simple motion. The only difference is here, this is the general motion. We breathe in all the way up. We come back here, and then we hop and go down. But I've added this in. I would add this in. Okay, if you're not too sure, or you've got any back problems, definitely do this, or maybe leave this part out. Gather in here for support the whole time, especially. Again, exploit the range. You have to go all the way back here. Do just a little bit. Breathing in, a little hop on the heels, and you exhale down. You carry on that exhale down. You fire the exhale, that little hop on the heels. Exhale. You elongate this out breath, unstacking these vertebrae bone by bone for as long as you like. Even if the legs are straight, they're not locked, they're just shy of locking out, or soft, or softer if need. Then breathe in, come up a little bit quicker. Fire that exhale down, okay? Slow motion, exhaling down. See it slower on the exhale, so we get that hypnotherapeutic response, or the parasympathetic nervous system, that elongated out breath, that's benefited that system. Okay, tiny waist here especially, navel towards the spine, as if you've got a little magnet on the spine and you're pulling the belly button in. And you're going to breathe in, come up, a little bit quicker, we come back, and we fire that exhale down. So we'll just do it with the breathing so you can hear it. Okay, so again, just look at the motion I'm elongating the out breath on. That's the out breath motion. So again, it's here, come back here, and then we fire the exhale from here. Up to you if you want to do it like this, or this motion, because remember there's a little bit of instability here. I would do this and then come back to here. I wouldn't do this here. Okay, again, you might be fit and get away with that, but again, if you've got any sort of problems with the back, I wouldn't sort of doing this, motion here, back here. I literally come back, support the back, spread the fingers, and then come up, and then fire this. Again, there's a space at the end of the breath. You'll be aware of that. Then you breathe in, come up a little bit quicker on the in-breath. Come back, get that extension in all on the in-breath. Again, that little hop can be less than I'm doing it. I'm coming right up. It can be just a little bit. Again, that'll help bone density in the heels, etc. But again, the Pilates style, again, we gather in, navel towards the spine. Just watch that. I would be quite specific on that. I wouldn't do that hop back there and a hard extended back position. Again, really be wary here. Again, come back just a little bit. And then exhale, fire this exhale. Again, you can do 2 of these, or 3 or 4, whatever you like. It's come back here, finish the in-breath. Then we go. A little bit quicker on this one. Then it's maybe 3. Coming back here, straighten up first before you do the hops. 4. and then down. Again, all optional to you. You can even leave them out, but I would definitely be wary of that. I wouldn't go back here and do that hopping. Again, even if you got a fine back, I would do that, but see what suits you, exploit the speed and tempo, elongate the movement on the out breath, and just think of the vertebrae stacking bone by bone. So as you're coming up, think of these vertebrae stacking, coming up bone by bone. So it's so if you sort of imprint it against the imaginary wall, then do this bit, come back, or leave this bit out, but just be wary. I would support your back no matter what. Here, and then hop, fire that. If you want to do a few, gather in. That will create a little bit of instability here, you know. That's what the pelvic floor and the corset stabilise against, these little micro movements. So you're adding a little bit of instability, making that harder on the pelvic floor and the corset. Okay, so again, and then just fire that exhale, carry on down. Lovely, that's the end of the qigong sequence, the Pilates Hypno 8 form qigong sequence. Lovely, bang.